Man, my shoulders are already sore just thinking about that.
This one's going to be a good one. Tokyo still got a chance to get second here. And it's a late change. They took Mizunuma out, who swam the 50 earlier, and put Matsui in there. Well, what did he do? He got second in the 50 freestyle earlier, 21 flat. So you know he's got the speed. Not a flyer, but he has raw speed.
At 21 points, the difference between LA and Tokyo at the moment for second.
Vikovishev, first time we've seen him today. He comes in fresh. Shields swam the 200 at 12:15, 50 at 1 o'clock, and Rooney swam the 200 about an hour ago. 200, how much does a 200 take out of you? Don't think DC is going to be a factor. Черути was not in the top 5, neither was Fиннерти.
Yeah, Fинnерti known more for breaststroke.
I think this comes down to surviving. If you're LA, or if you're Tokyo, even more so, getting 2 in that top 4 would be huge.
Yeah, if Tokyo can get 2 onto the second round, they've got a chance, but all eyes are going to be on Tom Shilds. Again, for him, if he can just survive the first 2 rounds.
I agree totally, Bernie. If he survives this, even the first round, I think he's almost a lock to get to the finals. And you would think he would be able to do that off that 22-4. It went from 22-3 to 22-9 for 4th, and that was Mizunuma, who's out.
Oh, folks, it is tight. Only 4 are going to move on.
Another great turn there for Shields, and a good one for Matsui.
Tom Shilds taking charge. He's moving on. Oh, 2 for Tokyo move on as well. And 2.
2 from Tokyo and 2 from LA.
Rooney moves on as well.
And London gets shut out. We had a tie for second between Kawimoto and Rooney. Shields wins it, 22-32. How about this guy?
Not a bad day at the pool.
Oh my goodness.
And folks, it started with a 200 butterfly.
And Tom Shilds went his lifetime best, 22-32. The best time he's ever been in history at 29 years of age. This is a lesson for a lot of people who are swimming into their late 20s and early 30s. Do not give up. Never, ever give up. And how about Rooney getting in there, squeezing in there for second with Kawimoto, and Matsui a late charge. And getting in there with a time. Wow, 2 from LA, 2 from Tokyo.
And another big battle.
There's David Marsh, assistant coach Jack Roach. Got to get coaches, 2 coaches out there now. Tokyo, Dave Salo's staying on the sidelines here. Not sure he'd be able to communicate well. There are some Japanese coaches. And you can see the coaches behind them right now. Trainers. You're only allowed 1 per athlete. And how about Rooney coming off that? There's David talking to Rooney.
Just getting warmed up.
Just getting warmed up, he said. Well, listen, both of them swimming 200. We saw them. Rooney was in the 200 free. Shields in the 200 fly. So you really have to give the edge to them. You've got 2 huge raw sprinters in Kawimoto and Matsui. So this would be big for LA. Here we go.
2 from Tokyo, 2 from LA as they battle for second place here on day 2. Oh, It wasn't a good start at all
for Shields.
Like for Shields.
What? I don't know what happened there, but he got left on the blocks. 0.80. Matsui was 0.59. If Shields does not move on, it's all because of the start.
Great turn, though, for Shields. Kawamoto and Shields, those two will move on as Kawamoto gets the win.
23 flat for Kawamoto. And Shields, it was all the start. Everything was the start there for Tom Shields, 23.08. And Rudy was third, 23.4. Not quite there, but that's a good day. Good day for him. And Tom Shields, I don't know what happened. The reaction, you know, on a start, Bernie, I think 90% of it is reaction. See the reaction? He just didn't have it. That's a great shot, guys. Great replay of the start right there. Again, he's just slow off the blocks. I think he'll clean that up because he was much better on the first skins. I go back and look at the first skins. He was much better.
Yeah, but how about the closing speed, though? And Kawamoto, big for him. Tokyo Frog Kings onto the final. Tom Shields, first time in his career, he is an MVP. He is moved in front of Barrel Gastadella by 1 point, and he can only add to his total.
0.74.
I guess unless he was disqualified and would lose points,
right.
But it looks pretty good for him right now at this moment.
By the way, let's go back to the start. Absolutely critical for Tom Shields here. He cannot be 0.8 again. Kawamoto has a very quick start. He's at a 0.6 low. So if you think about it, let's say he's 0.64 again and Tom Shields is 0.80, that means he's 16/100ths of a second behind on the start. He lost that 50 fly, the second skins 50 fly, by 2/100ths of a second. So he cannot afford a slow start again. That's what he said, let's get off the blocks.
Takashi Kawamoto trying to give the Frog Kings a skins win. And there's Tom Shields trying to do it for the LA Current.
All boils down to the start here. Well, 0.63 to 0.75. Much better on the start there for Shields. That could be the factor.
And Shields takes the advantage on the underwater. They turn tight, though. But Shields typically is much better underwater. And look at Shields
ahead.
Down. Tom Shields holding off Kawamoto. And Shields is the skins winner, LA. Oh, the one that picks the skins wins the skins, and that still proves true with Shields.
And boy, the Current closed on London. Again, why these skins are so critical. Now they only finish about 20 points behind London. Look at the depth he gets on this turn. And really kind of excels so much out of that hole. Puts his head down on that finish right there. 23-24, wins it by 0.6 of a second. What a day, what a weekend.
Well, mark your calendars, November 5th. Tokyo, Cali Condors, London Roar. A battle of the unbeatens here in ISL 2020. But there's Tom Shields scoring 31 points, the match MVP. LA Current finishing second in the team standings. London Roar wins the match. They remain unbeaten. And Mel Marshall, she's got to be happy she's out on the pool deck with Mark Foster.
Mel must be really pleased.